Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lambeau now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Throwing, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Giants nothing. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike 15. Mike 15.
Now Jones. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first down. Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Jones throw caught by Toney. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On first down, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On second down, Etienne once more.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Jones on 3rd down.
Open man right side is Tony. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw again. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw again. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
A give running right, Etienne.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll run with Etienne.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7.
Giants 7. Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 4 down, 4 down. 44 down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he's out right at the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And some room to work. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, CD, you know, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
ETN on the toss right.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
76 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Azeez Ojulari.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Lawrence's throw there caught by Gallup.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Quick throw to Barkley.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Here's Jones on 1st down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch.
And the Giants have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incomplete.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jack Doyle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
8 yards to go on second down. Another tote for Etienne.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
105 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Yeah, the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Etienne.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will swell by one more.
Giants 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
70, 80, 61, matchbox, lights.
Switch. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Rock it. Smooth.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
I don't care what you is. You ain't can't get none of this.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.
The Patriots on the clock right now. Let's see who they have their eye on. All right, the Packers are now on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Colts now on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Cardinals now on the clock. All right, next up, the Falcons are on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Bengals now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Chargers, and time is ticking. On the clock now, it's the Dolphins, and time is ticking. All right, on the clock now, the Lions. All right, now on the clock, the Texans. There's no question the resume for Darrelle Revis is an intriguing one. His 29 career interceptions are curiously low for a cornerback who played 11.